You too. Good morning, good morning. What's happening? What's happening with you? Sunday morning, time for me to get 4 miles in. Give me a little 4 mile run. It's 5:30 in the morning. I'm gonna go to this lake and get me a good little 5 mile, and I'm gonna start. Yeah, about 6 o'clock. I'll be there about 6 o'clock. And I want to briefly talk to you about the difference between running in the morning and running in the afternoon. Now, if you've been following me, you know that I get my runs in the afternoon when I get off from work. And sometimes on the weekends, sometimes on the weekends, I will go and work. I'll go run on Saturday mornings and Sunday morning, which I'm going this morning. And in the mornings before I start work, I go to the gym and get me a good workout. Lift weights. Well, let's start here. That is more convenient for me to do it that way. Here's why. It's more convenient for me to do it this way because in the mornings, my partner I work out with, he gets up, we get up and get that in before we go to work. He's not a runner at all. He do not run at all. And I like working out. Sometimes when you working out, when you lifting weights, it's preferably to work out with a partner. You could push each other, you could, hold each other accountable, things like that. And if you a few videos back, I explained to you how I started, working out. Period. And he was the one that caused me to be consistent with the workout. So that's convenient for me. It's convenient for me because we both have to go to work. We both have to go to work in the morning, and it's better for us for him actually to get up in the morning, get it done because both of our schedules pretty much is like this. We get off at different times in the afternoon, and sometimes in the afternoon he don't feel like going. Like sometimes he get off 7 and 8 o'clock in the afternoon, at night, in the evening, 7 o'clock in the evening. He don't want to get up he don't want to go and lift no weights. He don't be feeling like it, and especially the type of job you have, depending on the type of job you have, you just really just don't feel like you don't feel like it after you done worked yourself all day, and then you have to go throw some weight up. Sometimes you just some people just don't feel like it. Um, which brings me to the point of running. I'm about like that. Like I really, to be honest with you, I don't work all day. It's a lot of days, plenty days that I don't feel like getting up, feel like going to run them 5 miles or whatever, however many miles I got to run today. I don't be feeling like that. But I know I'm disciplined enough to know that I got to get that in before I go to bed. And as far as having a great run, I don't have them all the time. I do not have a great run all the time. I don't know if I show you that I finished the run. I make sure I finish the run, but sometimes the times be off. If you look at how long it took me to do it, the times be off. I run slow. Sometimes I run real slow. Sometimes it's be in my mind, man. Let's pick up the pace a little bit and get this shit over with. But that's very rare. It's running. Sometimes you develop a high where let's get it. You really want to run. The music be right, the time be right, the weather be right. You just really want to get it in, and that's hit or miss. That's hit or miss. I think I done said this before, but I say it again. Um, I've tried documenting what I did that day so I could see if I could repeat the cycle and feel the same way the next day, so it could be consistent. I just feel like running, but that don't work. That don't work. That's just your body can't. I don't know. I tried it and that doesn't work. Today, like if I go, sometimes I go running on one day, and I was just like, man, let me get it in, man. I'm ready to get this done, and I have a great run. And then another day, I'm like, man, boy, I really don't feel like that. Almost to the point where my mind be talking myself out of it. That's just, hit or miss. And to be honest with you, the same with lifting weights. The same thing with lifting weights. But now, is it better to run in the morning than at night? I'm going to say better to run in the morning. Here's why I say that. You charged up, you done slept all night, you got your good rest, you slept real good, and in most cases, well, in almost all cases, you get up 5 and 6 in the morning. The weather's a lot cooler, even in the summertime. The weather's a lot cooler, and you could go and you can get it done. You woke, you rejuvenated, and you could get it in. Um, that's so. It's, in my opinion, it's better to run in the morning if you can, but certain people have different circumstances and you're able to do it how you want to, as opposed to you don't work all day, you don't work all day, you had a long day, and you got to go get in it, especially like this time of year. For me, in the summertime, and I'm what I understand, it's hot everywhere. I don't give a damn where you at, it's hot everywhere, but um, in the afternoons, you got there your 80 and your 90-degree weather, and your damn near 100-degree weather, and then you going out there and you going to put 5 miles in. It's very rare that I just have like a great run, but like I just explained to you why I'm doing it, because I have to, because of the convenience and the reason. I mean, and my cousin, Mona, we working out in the morning. That's the best time for me because for those reasons what I said earlier. Um, Now I have attempted to get up earlier in the morning, like get up. I started lifting at 5 in the morning. Try to get up by 3:30 or 3:30 in the morning, and go and get me a 5 mile run in, and then go lift. I did that one time. That was my one, and I'm out. I'm not doing that no more. That I just didn't. It didn't work for me. It didn't work for me. But it's all kind of ways, as opposed to making excuses. It's ways you can get it done. It's ways you can get it done. Oh, hear that shit about people be coming up with all kind of dumb ass. I'm saying dumb reasons. It's a great reason to them. But I'm like, I be listening to that shit, man. I be like, man, that's the best thing you can come up with. Just say you don't want to do it. With some people, and that's, I'm not judging nobody. I don't have a problem with anybody, but I be listening to people with these excuses, which hey man, you got your reasons, and I'm gonna get it in. I don't care. I'm gonna get it in. I'm not even finna make no excuse. But I be listening to some of the shit they be saying, and I be wondering, do you hear yourself? You come out better to me, but like, man, I'm just not doing it. I don't want to do it. I'm not interested in, running no marathon. I'm not interested in, staying in shape. I'm not interested in that. I'd rather go eat some fat back or whatever the hell. I'd rather do whatever it is I'm doing. I'd rather you say that as opposed to coming up with these old bullshit ass excuses, man. I mean, hey man, whatever, because none of us, as far as monetarily, none of us, I'm not getting paid for this shit monetarily. Now, the benefits of me being in shape, the benefits of me being healthy and looking good, I get those benefits. But as far as, getting paid, because here's why I'm saying monetary pay. Here's why I'm saying that. Anybody who works and have jobs, that damn boss or that supervisor will tell you come in at 1 o'clock in the morning. You might gripe to me about that bullshit, but you ain't gonna tell him you ain't coming. I done seen it happen too many goddamn times. You will tell me you said that shit to him, but you'll go the next day and find out, man, that motherfucker came in here at 12:40. Waiting on 1 o'clock or whatever time. I mean, anytime. I don't give a deal. You make up the time. That man say come in there. We need you to come in at such and such time. You gonna bring your ass in there and you gonna hit that goddamn clock because you want your check to look good on whatever day you get paid. So this foolishness about I can't come in. I mean, it's hard for me to get up in the morning. Yeah, man, I'm gonna start Monday. Just all kind of crazy ass stuff. But I mean, some of it be funny. I can't think of nothing right now that nobody's came up with at this moment. But I've heard some interesting stories as to why somebody can't won't go running or won't go work out, as opposed to saying, look, man, I'm not into that shit. I'm just not doing it. I mean, that's more honest and more that's more honest and more straightforward. I mean, maybe people just don't want to hurt my feelings. Think they gonna hurt my feelings. You ain't hurt my goddamn feelings. I mean, I'm doing what I want to do. You do what you want to do. So, but I just wanted to bring the point up, the difference between running in the morning and running in the afternoon. And that's my answer. So my battery's charged, and I'm finna go get it in. I feel great. And most mornings, if I had a real good night's sleep now, most of the times, in most cases, I try to. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't work every night, but I try to get to bed between 8:30 and 9, and so I can get me a good night's rest, a great night's rest. And not every day I sleep great, but I sleep better more since I've been working out, and since I've been working out, I sleep better, you know, since I've been doing that, as opposed to when I used to not work out at all. I sleep a lot better. I get me some good rest. My battery's charged up. Sometimes I'm not drinking it right this minute. Go get me a cup of coffee and go to work. Get it in. So that's the difference between running in the daytime. I mean, running in the morning as opposed to running in the afternoon. So let's go get these 4 miles in, baby. And then I'm gonna get my Sunday morning out the way. I'm gonna get my week started. And if you just started following me, this is what I mean by get my week started. Everybody else who's been following me, they know. I go grocery shopping, get my food in the house for the week. I go iron my clothes for the week, and just make sure my week is situated. My purpose of getting my food together for the week, I know what I'm gonna eat for lunch. I know what I'm gonna eat for dinner. I know what my snack's gonna be like. I ain't got to scramble to go to no restaurants. I don't do none of that. Just get my food together for the week, pack my lunch, and my clothes already ironed. I ain't got to get up in the morning, figure out what I'm gonna wear. I already know what I'm gonna wear, and that makes my weeks flow smoothly. That keeps me productive. I ain't running late nowhere. I get up at my certain time, go work out, put my clothes on, I got my clothes situated to work out in. I got my clothes situated to go work in, go to work, come home, go do my on Mondays and Wednesdays, I stretch and do some foam rolling. Most of the time I go to the gym. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, lately on Fridays and Saturdays, I go get me a run in. On Tuesdays, a 5 mile run. Thursdays, a 5 mile run. Tuesdays, Thursdays, a 5 mile run. Friday and Saturday, sometimes I split, like this week I split it up. I did 5 miles on Friday, and I did 5 miles on Saturday. Sometimes I just do all 10 miles on Friday and just sleep in on Saturday. And then on Sundays, of course, I do my 4 mile run. So my splitting it up, it just depends on what I'm doing, or how things going, or whatever's going on at the time. And right now I don't have any races coming up. I haven't even booked it yet, but I think I'm gonna sign up for a race in Detroit in October. And those times when I gotta train, like if I'm training for that, I will make sure I do a long run on those days. I make sure I just do a long run, because before the race, I mean, not before the race, but during the time I'm training up to it, I want to make sure I get a long run in, so I won't have no problems when it comes time to do the half marathon in these states. So that's my reason for splitting it up. But anyway, let me go get it in, and I just told you everything I'm gonna do Sunday. I mean today. I done told you what I'm doing for the day, and that's it. I'm gonna end the video here. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'm a.k.a. Scooby, and I'm out. Y'all be easy.